Francesco Tironi, the controversial qualifier for this final. He actually didn't officially qualify through the quarterfinals, but got a bump up when there was a timing error. And he then bumped the semi, but the semi he was imperious and was second overall. And Chariot S, local man, gets a big cheer. And the photographers get their shots. I'm sure Matt's showing you the excitement of the people standing in a row with their cars. Never had so many backs of heads been on so many shots on RC Racing TV. And in sixth on the grid is Kaisuke Fukada.
Kaisuke. Classificado. Classificado. Entendeu?
And in fifth is Alexander Hagbird. Winner of the first semi-final, rather easily, qualified in fifth, so he's the past semi-final winners. So first person, the automatic qualifiers. Of course, it's Mean V, a local side driver, last time of the World Championship here in Bangkok. He qualified, I think, fifth or sixth on the grid, eighth he was, for the 1/10 Touring Car Worlds here back in 2008. They love a local around here. Not a local motor, I think, actually. The third in the grid is when one of the main people went straight through. Probably one of the two favourites going into the event. Third on the grid. Bangkok resident, Japanese of course, it is Atsushihara. Oh, I peaked too soon though, I had to wait a bit, Scotty got there after me. Hara also popular being a man who lives in the town, so lots of local people. So third on the grid, the new Hot Bodies car. Tick through this often interminable driver's presentation. How often do you hear this sponsors? We aren't, it's 10 times this race. You go to another maybe 12, even 15 people get fired, gone for blooming ever. So the second qualifying, definitely one of the pre-round favourites. The two pre-round favourites live together. Scotty might explode on this one. He had so much to say, he started too high and he couldn't go any higher. But it's Grosskamp, qualified second. I'm going to show you the real nerves. And the man on pole, and surprisingly on pole, as we all know, he's driving the new Hot Bodies R10. Doesn't live in Bangkok, doesn't come to Bangkok very often. But it is. Oh, start a bit lower, Scotty, then we might explode. There we go. Higher. I think Scotty obviously in a previous life was doing boxing announcing. Individual. Timu, the Finn in pole, so your top 10 now lined up, show the back of the head. Now some of the cars on there, they've got their three painted bodies up, and I wonder whether they're actually going to use in the race. There's been some consternation about body allowances, so they've got these lovely super painted up bodies, and they could end up using them. So photographs for the photographers. Add them together. Any other options we have? I'll have 2, I'll have 7, I'll have 3 a bit, 4 to the left, 1 to the right. There we are, 10 men, only 10 cars. That's classics. Everything alright, Matt? Make sure you're not dreamy again, you are talking to me. So, it is the build-up to the main event, a 1 hour final here at RC Alex. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Contact Racing Tyres, 7 Model Racing Cars and Predator Body Shells. Matt takes a well-earned drink. No idea where I am. I don't think you're listening to me. So what we're doing, I'm here, but I'm actually waiting to turn on our mini cameras on the track. We have that for the RC TV show where we're going to do multi-camera edit. It's really quite interesting angle, this thing. Now there is danger that any one of them might get hit by a car. So halfway through, what you actually see is someone panicking because they've just seen a camera go down the road, and more importantly, they might have taken someone's race out. So let's get these cameras on before I get run over, really would be a good idea. Where is it? There. That's one down. That's a dangerous one. That's one which I couldn't do while the cars are running around. Driving now on the rostrum. Cars will be starting. It'll be a 3-minute run. There's also going to be a 2-minute practice start apparently we're going to see as well, which is interesting. I've seen one of those before. We're waiting now for the mechanic now for the cars in the area beneath us. Got the camera set up there, so camera running round. Seem alright there? So, this is the calm before the storm, the starter box is delivered. Cars begin to fire up. Marshals are walking out. That's 2 cameras started. I can't remember where the other cameras are. 1, 2, 3. One's there. That'll be rostrum camera as well. So all looking reasonably good. The last camera is about to do. Oh, that one. That's good. Cam. So, camera's ready. Mike's stuck on the track now, that's not good. Again, a bit of timing consternation here as people try and work out what's going on. There is going to be a trial start of one lap Sanders taking all. Waiting to see when the racing gets underway. We'll be very close to it now. We are 4:05 local time. I'm not sure whether we want to start at 10 past or 4:15. It's 4:05 local time. It's quite late now. Quite like bedtime. Give the last one a look. Trial start and a real start. Just enough to really let. Thank you. Everyone get overly excited about it all. Sounds they're missing the chance to say gentlemen start your engine, just say start your engine, which is always the only climax. Minutes of warm up, 1 lap trial start, and then an actual start. Couldn't be any simpler. And so we all take pictures of ourselves. Thanks, Dallas. Looking good. 5 minute warm up, then a trial start, and then say hello. No, I'll say hello now. Oh, I've forgotten that entirely. Ah. Get told off about this, I've got the camera. A couple of drivers getting back from the fumes. Okay, they warm up a moment. Matt, should we do an intro? Hello and welcome to RC Racing TV's live stream here from RC Addict Track in Bangkok for the IFMAR 2012 1/10th IC World Championships, brought to you in association with Serpent, Contact Racing Tyres and all falling over there, Predaform Body Shells. You're watching Nick Damon, you're watching Wes, you're watching what Matt McCarran's producing. This should be an hour of great final action. Matt, show us the cars warming up. So just to run through the grid one more time, it's Timo Lino in pole, Gilles Groskamp in second, Kushihara in 3, Mien Verjak in 4, Alexander Hagberg in 5, Masuki Fukuda in 6, Chavit Singh in 7, in 8th we have Francesco Cerrone, 9th is Chen Hanghong, and 10th is Andy Moore. Now the one thing we will be seeing in this race that we've not seen so far is tyre changes. They're all running on big tyres. Somewhere around halfway they will come in and change tyres, so that'll be a long stop. But everyone has to take a long stop at some time as they come in and change tyres. Cars at the start will have the biggest tyres they've had on the entire time they've been here. Apart from practice runs they may have done on the first 2 days, Sunday or Monday. Even looking at Andy Moore's car, it's mostly tyre and not much car. Two cars have come together, never a good idea, and as a result of the flame out of car number 6. Car 6 is flamed. It's going to need you can't get it started, we need a 10-minute delay. Let's find out where to start realistically. Nope, number 6 gets away, no problem at all. So just look for the flywheel. About a minute to go, a minute and a half of the warm-up, slightly longer, 5-minute warm-up, and the cars will go over. They have a 1-lap practice start, followed by an actual start. So they'll be having some fun, doing nothing. So it's Timo Lino on pole in the HP, the LRP engine. Gilles Groskamp, Captain Corn with the maximum ranking. Kushihara, 8th in OS speed. Mien Verjak with the KM and Rossi in 4. Alex Hagberg, X-Ray Orkin In 5th, in 6th, Kisaka Cardo, the Mugen Prico. In 7th, it's Chavit Singh with the Mugen and the Maxima engine. In 8th, it is, it's losing very slightly there, the car 8, Predator Chironi. So car 9 is Chen Hung, and car 10 is Andy Moore with the 8B.
Walking on the front straight, guys. Walking on the front straight.
Weather conditions here, we've got sunny actually in the gap between the semis and the final. Now clouded over again. No one knows the rules of rain through the final. I think they'll postpone it, well, they'll delay it, but they then start again from scratch, or they do something else, I have no idea. Big crowd here. Everyone watching, hanging out from there over by the serpent, not good around the outside, but if Matt shows them where the gantry where Serpent are, we can see that they are. You listen to me, Matt. Serpent gantry. I'm talking about people. No, I'm not allowed to. I can't direct the camera apparently. It's just not going to move. You see white balance again, aren't you? See, I'm really good. There. So you can see people hanging on to every corner. Tony Reinhardt, Mike Reinhardt's brother there in the cap below. I'm hoping that gives better welding than some of we saw over tyre, because they're quite bouncy, the balconies by the containers. People stand in the container, they're lucky ones because they've got air conditioning. We're out having a bit of sweat. So, 30 seconds. There will first be a pretend start. No, don't. When they walk over now, it is a pretend start, not the real one. No idea why they do a practice start. There's absolutely no reason for it at all. At this point, the driver's nerves are starting to get worse. Some of the drivers don't think they got a chance of winning, and so are just in the best possible position. Certainly, the top 4, and possibly others within there, have every hope that they will be the new world champion in just 1 hour's time.
Take control.
As the drivers are taken over there. Not massively sure the point of this is. Well, they've all now started, and they're all doing 1 lap. And they go back to the drivers again. Okay, back on start. Let's get ready to rumble. Am I loud enough for your ears, Matt? Am I loud enough for your ears at home? They can't answer, I don't know, because I'm standing on the podium and I can't see what's going on. So car 6 has managed to miss his starting position in a what am I supposed to be doing here situation. Okay, this is the real start after.
It has been a fantastic week here at RCnetAutomodelismo, and it all comes down to this moment. We are ready to go.
And here we go, Sander has the flag. Pole, Timu Linu.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Second Shield Roscam. Third Horror. 1 hour to go. And we're away! And a bad start for Horror. He got away with it. Went back to Crosscamp as well. Crosscamp's rolled right out. Oh, Crosscamp, terrible start. Right to the last place bit. Linu gets away. Horror second. Hackberg third. Good start for Hackberg, but Crosscamp has started right at the back. The traction rolled at the bottom of the corners. Mechanics scurry back. Linu. Sets a lead in a train of cars. It's 1, from 3, from 5, and it's car 7. Oh, a big accident there. Hackberg's taken it. They've all taken out. All sorts of problems. So who's doing what we don't know, but certainly that's played right into Linu's hands. He now has a long lead from the car 4 of Mean V. Horror's third. Then it's Chavit. Then Hang Hung, believe it or not. Then Tironi. Then Moore. Crosscamp up. Then car 6 of Tsugi. Hackberg now in last. But that's 2 laps. There's an hour to go. Another problem there is Hung drops back. We're looking at second and third. So we can see Mean V and Hara. Leno now is 1.7 seconds away. So 15.4. 15.7. Leno 3/10 of a second faster than last lap. The car not percentage. He's got big old time. Leno looking good, but we're looking at second, third. Mean V and Hara. Hara struggling slightly with his big ponderous car and his large tyres. But the car's going to change so much during the course. Right? The orange body, which I decided to take because it's 3 grams lighter and feels different. But it's still, it's Lino from Mean V, Hara, Chavitsis, Francisco Troni in 5th, Moore in 6th, Roscoe 7th, Hagberg 8th, Ricardo 9th, and Hung is in 10th. So, 2 of the early European three car favourites, that's Roskamp and Hagberg, both being rolled out of a good position. As Tyrone takes a massive accident, drops right back down again. Let's drop back now, the battle behind. Let's see if we can pick up car number 10 of Andy Moore, who's pushed his way now through to 5th place. So Andy Moore in 5th, then it's Groskamp, and then it's Hagberg. Moore, Groskamp, Hagberg. How many times we've talked about these guys? Indoors electric, outdoor electric, but never outdoor with IC engines, and they're now running nose to tail. Moore, Groskamp, Hagberg. 1, 2, 3. Moore, virtually no experience in sport. This is his 3rd event ever of 1/10th IC cars. Groskamp, many thousands of laps at this track practicing. Terrible start, certainly seems to have the speed of Andy if he can get through. Hagberg, perhaps his confidence off a great semi-final, not for that early accident. These guys are the guys in 4, 5, 6. Lino now 2.2 ahead. Hara further 1.6 back. So Mean V further 1.6 back from Mean V. So it's Mean V, Hara, as Groskamp looks to take Andy Moore. Now in last but not the accident, but everybody's still on the same lap. No one been lapped yet, and we are 3 minutes into a 1 hour final, still in the embryonic stages of what may well become an epic event. Moore now settling into the rhythm, managing to chase the distance. In fact, Grosskamp's had a poor lap because he's further away from Moore and Hagberg's nearer to him. Get used to these cars, the big tyres. Moore, Hagberg, still Lino is pulling away at 4/10ths of a second a lap. Mean V is pulling away from Hara, so it's looking good for Lino and Mean V. Hara, but there's so much more racing to be had. Car 7, Chivit S now is beginning to, looks like Chavit is being caught up by the 3 touring car drivers. Once again, Moore, Groskamp and Hagberg all together, and they're catching up 4th place. This is the one back on the track. Groskamp needs to get past. It's got to make up the fact that he is something in the region of about 9 seconds already, 8 seconds behind the leader. But this lap round, Moore is a fantastic slingshot onto the straight, and these 3 though, they are dragging up towards Chavit S after a bad and a difficult start. A bit wide there, Morgan. Groskamp thinks about taking inside, so Hagberg watching brief, waiting to pick up the pieces if all goes wrong. We're 4:15 in, we're not far from the first fuel stop. Hagberg stopped earlier during the semis, he did the same thing here. He's always stopping from the lead. 4:28 gone. Hagberg may well be in for the next lap. 2 more, as Andy again leaps off that corner, and Groskamp with a bad lap again. Groskamp with white wheels on the rear, black wheels on the front, so he's obviously mixed his tyres slightly. No, Hagberg looks like he's thinking of a different chassis of fuel this time, because we're going to be hitting 5 minutes in a second now. This is the time where he even breaks.